Okay, I think I'm back. Let's see if this is any better. I couldn't get and then get it restarted, and now it's go and do it, and all right, it's working. He told me the fan was not connected, and then he said, "Do you have any other?" Say, I gave him $20 more, so I made it $75. I paid him. When you won't, and then he bitched about that price. He thought he was ripped off. And I said, well, how are you ripped off when you're the one that priced it? When you give somebody a price to do something, you don't tell them, per se, let's just say, you find a mechanic to work on your vehicle, and he says, oh, to do that job, let's say it's $125. And then he says, okay, after he does the job, after he told you $125, now he's telling you, let's just say $400 he wants. You can't do that when you're in business. When you tell somebody a certain price, it's the same thing with a house. You make an offer. The person that's buying the property makes the offer, and it's up for the owner to accept that offer. He can refuse the offer, and then the other guy that's still trying to buy the place could either counter. For instance, when I sold my place, price, in other words, all the money that I inherited, and I spent like 20 grand. I mean, I'm going to say 30 grand, even more. So I did really well. You know what? I've never, ever in my life lost money on real estate that I bought. Never. It's made money for me. This made me 80 grand, That was nice, man. Plus I had money in the bank already, so I was good. The dude was, oh yeah, he was trying to rip me off. And I said, hey, you priced it. You eat it then. Guess what? You eat that because you gave me that price. I actually gave him $20 more than, so he goes, what's that, a tip? I go, no, it's not a tip. You tell me 50, you did a great job. I'm paying you 20 more. Because he was bitching, and then, he said, well, do you have any other work? I said, I do, but I'm not going to have you do it. I'll do it myself, I mean, I can handle the other one myself. The other one's, it's the ice cold fridge. It's got the baskets that pull out, It's super easy. You'll pull the baskets out, you get your trash can, you just throw all that crap away. Because you haven't been using it anyway, right? So just dump it, wipe it out real good with some good, spray cleaner. And then the freezer part, I'm going to have to pour a little bit of water in there so it shrinks the ice. That way I could pull the hamburger that's down in there and get it out, So I'll get that cleaned really good, but I don't need to worry about it right now. So I could still use the freezer of that part, right? Because I like to just use that for the freezer. I actually don't like to use the regular fridge for a freezer. I'm just going to use the ice go. Because I can keep chicken or, freeze chicken. I can, I could do all that in there. I could even put, keep ice cream nice and cold, So ice cream could hold up too. But, we'll see. See, even this broadcast now, I'm having a hard time. It's just because the internet strength out here is just nothing. There is a church right up on the corner here. That church is a Catholic church. They probably have internet, so I don't know. I don't think there's a telephone tower anywhere near here. So, but yeah, that guy, he blew it because I was gonna have him do the other fridge, but he wanted $300 to do the other fridge. Now, I go, you told me that price, and if you feel you got ripped off, that's your problem. It's better. Oh yeah, I mean he cleaned this big one here. He cleaned it out perfectly. I mean it's I need to get some Arm& and Hammer baking soda in there. I'll probably buy 4 boxes, and open them up. Put 2 in the main and put 2 up in the freezer. But at least I could buy some, I can open it up. I can, it's good. I don't have to let it go bad. So I'm happy for that. But yeah, I was gonna have him just do the one part of the other fridge, but he wanted 300. I'm like, nah, you're crazy, dude. You're crazy. He goes, you can't find nobody. I go, dude, I'll find. Believe me, I could find something for $20 to do it. I had a guy who was going to do it for 25 in Flagstaff, but he got mouthy with me, so he was telling me he wanted to work by the hour, and I said no, we're not. I'm going to work by the if you don't want to work by the job and get paid by the job, I want you to give me the price for that job, and if I like that price, then I'll hire you. If I don't like it, guess what? I'll tell you to go to your next guy and go try to do that kind of work for somebody else, because I don't have to do business with you. If I don't like your price, I don't like your attitude, I'm not going to tell you I don't like your attitude. I'm just going to say no, you're not going to have you do it. I just say no. It's that simple. But like I said, I'm grateful. This thing is perfectly cleaned out. It looks like it did when it was brand new. It was brand new less than a year ago. And I wasn't sure if that was a good fridge, but it turns out that little fuse in there was the whole problem of that fridge. Just a little tiny what's it called? Anyways, a 5 amp fuse is what it was. But so anyway, we got that straightened out, and that's working, and that's all I can. Oh, you know what? It works on electric perfectly. But like when I get out to quartzsite, when I'm plugged into a full hookups facility, then it'll be great. But then when I move into the house I'm going to buy, this will just become a part-time thing, camping. I'll just use the RV for, I'll go out to quartzsite for the winter. I'll leave Williams and go down just to get out of the snow. Get out of the cold weather. I'll go hang in quartzsite for 6 months, whatever. I'll be a snowbird, right? I'll just become a snowbird. Oh yeah, I'm trying to read. I gotta read the thing what you're talking about. Yeah, I sold Davy Ranch, but I'm buying 2 acres with it's got 2 acres. It's in the woods. It's in Williams. It's a lot closer into town than what my other property was. And it's got septic, it's got everything. I'd like to add, what I do need to add to that property, though, is a cooling device. And I'm thinking I'm going to get a split system. I just got to see how much cash I got to do that. That's all. I'd like to put some solar and then put a split system in. And put one unit in one bedroom, because it's a 3-bedroom. And I'll put the other, 2 acres with, it's got a house. 2 acres in the house. I cut off? Well, I cut out. Okay. Yeah, I got 2 acres with a house. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. That's what it is. So, and it's developed land. The land's all been developed, because they put the house on the 2 acres. So that's good. I could live with half of an acre, okay? But I got 2. I have a shipping container on it too. Half the size of my other one. That's gonna be great for me. I'm gonna have a good full. I got a great shower. I'll be able to, I'll be able to have running water. I can shower every freaking day. That's gonna be, oh yeah. My scooter, my electric scooter will work in there. So I can ride the scooter and go to the oven or fridge. Yeah, I got hookups for washer and dryer. I probably got to probably have to buy a washer and dryer. I'm not worried about that. And then I'll have washer and dryer. That'd be great. Now I can wash. No laundry facility. I just go clean my clothes, ride the scooter up to it, and then put my clothes in there, wash them. We're good. And then I get my music thing going too. I'll set. I got a scooter. I bought one 4 years ago. So I've had that for about, I'm going to say 5 years. I paid $350 for that thing. It's a heavy scooter, super heavy duty. It'll be good for inside the house. Yeah, so I'm good with that. So let's see, could you live in a house off grid without that's on grid, Joni. That house is completely on grid. So I'm gonna have to pay electric bill. I'm about to pay an electric and water bill. I got a heater in there. It's got a furnace. The furnace has got to be fixed. And I got to get an air conditioning for it. I'm going to get a split. I'll just get a split system. I'll figure out what I just need a small split system. It's got a wood burning stove. That's a good thing, It's got everything it needs, I mean, I've never had these things for, I'm going to say like, this is going to add years to my life, having all these things, right? It's going to make life less stressful. But I will I'll take everything out of the RV. There won't be anything in here except what I need, Like if I want to go down to quartzsite, I'm not going to have anything in here other than just what I need. Food, some water and some food, and that's it. Everything else is going to be out of here. I might throw a guitar up there or whatever, but that'll be about it. I mean, could a person do it? What do you mean by a person do it, Joni? I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to say there. I was fortunate to find this place, and stay in Arizona. I thought for the money, I was going to have to move out of Arizona, And I didn't want to move out of Arizona. I didn't want to move to an East Coast place that's humid and hot and like very cold in the winter, like where you're at, Joni. I mean, I considered Kentucky. I couldn't find any good prices out there. I couldn't find. For my money, I could find some places like not North Carolina. What place did I find? Mississippi. I found some property there, but that I could pay cash. I wanted to pay cash for it, right? See, the property I'm getting, I'm paying cash. I want no payments. I won't owe anything. Let's see. Are you going to see Eric? No, I'm not going to see Eric. So he got rid of his RV, right? Did he get? I've been watching his videos. So he got rid of his RV. I thought everything he buys, he gets rid of in a year. I don't even think he had that Four Seasons thing for very long. I mean, what the hell? What's he gonna buy next? What's he gonna go move into a house next? That's what he should do. You know what I mean? I'd have kept the Four Seasons and bought a house. That's what I'd have done, I'm just saying. I don't know if he's got my money like I got. I got a few bucks in my pocket, so I was lucky. I made all the money off of the RV Davy land, That made me that tripled my money, tripled my investment. I did really well. The guy just north of me wanted to buy that property, and he's the one that did buy it. He gave me a low price. He countered me. I countered him back. I said, "No, I want full price, man." There are two buyers that wanted to buy it, two different ones, and they got into a bidding war. So I ended up making $80,000 more than I paid. Did I otherwise wouldn't have got? You know what I mean? So I did well there. It's no, he still. Oh, he still has it. Okay. I wonder what he paid. What's it? We got Art Lover here. Grants. I did do that. I sold it. I made 3 times more money than I paid for it. Actually, more towards 4 times, which enabled me to be able to buy this house. You know, and my real estate agent had this property already. He owned it, and he wanted to sell it. He said it needed the furnace wasn't working on it, so and then the people that previously owned it, or they wanted to take the oven that they put in there out. So, but they said the house that they were buying, they were going to they're letting the real estate agent take the other oven out of the new house they were getting in Congress, Arizona, and putting that oven into the new Davy Ranch, you know. So that's working out too. I'm going to get a new oven because it was a brand new house. And these people, I guess they bought this gas range thing and they wanted to keep it. So I don't care. I just want a regular oven, you know. I'm not freaking complaining. I'm not bitching. Is it near Joni, or are you back in? No, it's in Arizona. It's in Williams, Arizona. It's in Williams, Arizona, which is it's a little further. It's at the far west end of Williams, south. I'm going to call it southwest, far southwest Williams, Arizona, because it's close to it's like really close in the town of Williams. I mean, to go to the grocery store, you know, their main section, and it's like really close to that. I'm like a few miles from it. So that's good. There's a lot of snow there, though. So that's why I'm going to leave for the winter. I'm going to hire somebody to get, let's see, no, it's got 2 acres. I got less acreage, but hey, for the price, I mean, I could sell this place for like $375,000. More towards, I might be able to get $400,000 for this place. And the good thing about it is I own it free and clear. So this is going to make me a wealthy guy, you know, at least in assets. You know what I mean? If I go to sell it, I was thinking, you know, I keep it for maybe a year, and then I move to. I'm thinking I'd like to move to Prescott Valley. Let's see when. I'll probably be. It's got to be a couple things got to be done. The real estate agent is gonna get it fixed up because I need handrails in the hallway. You know, so I got to have somebody put some handrails in, so I can walk. You know, grab the handrails, and then be able to get to the restroom, and you know, and then keep my scooter because I don't think my scooter. I don't know what the width of the hallway is. I don't know if my scooter will make it. Damn it, freaking fly. Freaking fly's bugging me. That's what they call bugs, I guess. Damn, it's that little bastard. It's a freaking prick, that freaking fly. I've never had a fly do that before, man. Well, I have, but I should crack open the window and get the son of a gun out, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna be happy there. But like I said, I won't stay there. I'll leave out for the winter. You know, for the winter I'll leave. It depends. I might try to stay a winter. I don't know. I'm gonna have to buy a second vehicle too. I gotta buy I'm gonna have to look at buying a truck. I gotta have 4-wheel drive. Because if I'm gonna stay up there in the winter, I gotta be able to drive through it, right? So I'm gonna work on. I gotta look for a truck. So I'm not worried about that right now. The truck will be the last. But let's see. So yeah, that's. But yeah, I'm gonna be happy with because I'm gonna be set up. See, now I could actually, now it's a situated situation. I have a house. I got 3 bedroom, 2 bath. I got 2 acres. I'm good. I got to get the real estate agent's going to get it set up for my situation because I'm paralyzed and disabled. So he's going to make it. I could get some people from Social Security to do that stuff for me, and they'll do it for free. I already talked to the skilled nursing where I was in Flagstaff about it. I told the guy that was getting me set up right there, doing the exercising and everything. I told him, and we'll have somebody. They'll come in and they'll fix. They'll make your door wider so your scooter could go in and out. We'll put a ramp in for you. It's like a ramp it down. And one thing I could do with I could put I'm gonna put some solar on the steel shipping container. I'll have lights in there. I'll be able to have some power in there, and I'll have. I've already got somebody. The real estate agent is already getting somebody to pack up my stuff and get it out of my other shipping container because I sold my other property with the shipping container. So the guy really liked that. He's going to make that into a tiny house. That's what he's going to do. He's going to, when he comes to his, see, he keeps his property. He sells classic cars at Barrett Jackson, and that's the guy that bought my place. So he had lots of money. He was a wealthy guy. He didn't care. He had another buyer, and they got in the bidding war, and that was great. It was good. It worked great for me, man. I mean, because then the real estate agent goes, "Hey, I own this property. You want to buy it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure I will." And I got to look at it. Sent me the pictures and stuff of the inside, the outside, stuff like that, and it looked great. I said, "Yeah, for sure, I'll do that." So now I'm just got to get it set up to be able to live there. That's all. So I'm not going to live there this winter. We'll deal with it when I leave Quartzsite and come back out, and then I'll be coming to a regular house. I got to get some cooling for it too. That's the biggest thing. So I'll get the furnace fixed. Go chop wood. I can't get wood at. So I mean I can, but I'd have to hire somebody. I just won't do that. I won't do it that way. I thought that the shipping container. So yeah, it did. The shipping container sold with the property. I had to buy another shipping container. I bought another one. Same price I got the other one for, but I'm only getting half the size. Instead of 40 feet by 8, I'm getting 20 by 8. So it's like having 2 storage units like 8 by 10. It's like having 2 8 by 10s. One thing great about it, I'll be able to have somebody install some solar panels on top of the roof. I'll build an angle. I'll have the roof angled so that the snow will come off of the shipping containers. Let's see. Aja bought another. Oh, she bought another one? See, like I said, I sold the one. The guy's going to make that into a tiny house, is what he said he was going to do with it. So, I don't care. He bought the place. I don't care what he does with it, It's not my problem, right? It's all on him. But I'm just happy I got a 3 bedroom, 2 bath house with 2 acres. This is a dream property for me. It's nice inside. It's got wood floors. It's nice. Got a nice kitchen. I'm gonna like the kitchen situation because then I could do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm doing a lot of cooking videos. That's what RV Davy's gonna turn into. That's what I'm going to do. So what do you guys think about that? RV. I can get my cameras. I get all my cameras now. I got excess cameras up in the top here. I got some really nice camera gear. Now I can set those up on tripods. This is going to be great. This is going to open up. It's going to open up everything. I'll see if I can get one to go outside, too. I got to get the ramp put in, but I'm going to have Social Security do that. And they'll put a landing ramp. There's a whole ramp to go down, out, and get out of the house, right? So my scooter's got to be able to fit through the doorway and go outside and come back in. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm going to put some different tires on that thing. I need some like off-road tires on it. It's got knobbies so I can really get good grip. And then I can ride it outside, man. I could be out in the yard. I could, have some wood, And Davy's gravy. I can make gravy. I can make anything, really. I'm not worried about that. I could see, having a house, I got kitchen countertops. I could make pizzas. I can shoot, you name it, I could do it. This is gonna be a dream situation for me. I'm gonna be ecstatic when I get into that place. But yeah, this is great, It opens up. I'm like one of the first nomadic people to venture out and and buy a place. And good thing about it is I'm paying cash for it. I own it outright. I got to pay property tax. Nobody owns all their properties you buy. You still got to pay the property tax. So I think my property taxes are going to be like, I don't know, $600 a year. So every 6 months, I have to pay $300. I'll just pay that I'll just pay that all in one lump sum right at the beginning of when you pay your property tax and get it out of the way. That's what I'm going to do. Shay Daves. Oh, I'm not going to ignore anybody. No, I'm still going to be a nomad too, because I'm still going to go down to Quartzsite for the winter, just to get out of Williams. Williams is cold, man. I'm freezing my butt off where I'm at right now. I've had like 5 nights of freezing weather, man. I got the buddy heater in here. I turn that on, and like I don't leave it running all night. I turned it on like early in the morning just to take the chill off. That's what I've been doing. When I run out of that propane, I'm gonna be one sad guy, Let's see, did Eric buy a house? Nobody really knows if he truly bought the house. You know what I mean? Does anybody really truly know? You don't. You're going by what he tells you. See, I've never been a fan of Eric Nomadic Fanatic. Never have been. I remember the first time I met him. Well, I only met him once. But that time I met him, he turned his radio on when I was walking through his property. I thought that was uncool, I go, dude, man, you're going to get me a strike. Music strike, And he didn't care. He freaking laughed, and I thought, what a jerk, I wouldn't have done that to him. I wouldn't do that to anybody, Who cares? Play some music. Now, with YouTube, you can't play the music because you get a strike. It's a shame that YouTube doesn't let you do that, but Tater bought some land and he bought that land up in Sholo. And say, I got my place in Williams, I'm like in town at Williams. So I'm in town. I'm like 3 miles, just a little bit southwest of the actual in-town area of Williams. Where you go, where all the hotels and gift shops and all that, all your restaurants. I'm 3 miles west of that on a straight shot. So I'll be good, Then I'll have to shop at Safeway. That's the only, or I could drive to Flagstaff, or I could drive to Prescott Valley. They're 50. It's 55 miles to Prescott Valley. It's 55 miles to Flagstaff. And it's, I think it's 150 miles to Kingman, I think. And then south of that, then you go south of Kingman, you're like lickety split to be in, Lake Havasu, So it's like, that's kind of cool, It's kind of like, you got some good options. You got Flagstaff on one end. On the east end, it's like going east, you go to Flagstaff. Now it's to be in Prescott Valley. Or Prescott, whatever. And Prescott's a cool town. Actually, I probably, once I get this place situated, I'll sell this and I'll go move to Prescott Valley, And then I'll be happy. Prescott Valley is a killer town. But for now, this place will do, This place will allow me financially to be able to move and buy another place, in Prescott Valley. So it'd be the same real estate, market, you know what I mean, for it. So that'll work. But for the time being, this place will do for a couple of years. Let's see, Diana's butt is like Eric's. Oh, God. Oh, that's funny. You're making me laugh. You should have bought close to Mike living for free. Mike, I don't know where he lives. Where's he at? Is he in, I think he's in, Sholo, if I'm not mistaken. Then Eric, let's see, we got DT Dan's legs. Diana, that's Eric's hottie, right? Isn't that his hottie? Do you guys think she's hot? Do you guys think Eric's lady is hot? I'm asking you guys. I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think of Diana's, how good Diana is, Is Diana like the hottest chick in the world, right? Is she as hot as Donald paid bride? I don't know. I don't know what to call Donald Trump's wife. I think he just has a contract with her just to show up here and there, make him look good, Let's see. No, she's a bit too beefy for my liking. She likes to show herself off, though, right? She likes to show her butt, She's proud of her butt. I know that. And I guess she should be proud of it because she's got a lot there to like, right? I heard Eric complain about 113 degree weather or something, and first of all, he must have made that video like a month ago or a month and a half ago, because believe me, it's nowhere near that hot in temperature, I'm not sure where he was driving from or to. Oh, he was in Nevada. I forgot. Yeah, it does get hot in Nevada, like around the Las Vegas area. It'll get to 113 degrees, 115. So will Phoenix. I think Phoenix had a few 115 degree days. Like July, August. September was hot there too, man. Even October was hot. I always tell people, man, don't think that October won't be hot in the desert, because it will. And it can. That heat will come back and it'll get cold. And not really cold, but it'll get cool. And then it'll just get hot again. It'll do that like 3 times. You never know what it's going to do. Same with this. I was in Flagstaff, and about at the middle of the month, it was snowing up there. Heck, it snowed when I was up there. Snowed twice. I had to get the heck out of there. Then there was a big storm coming, and I really had to get out of there. I was in skilled nursing, and I had to release myself a day early so I wouldn't have to be stuck in the snow. Whereas camper scam, I don't know, where is he, man? Has he actually done any recent videos? I'm not a big fan of the guy. I met him. He knows who I am. He don't like me. I don't care. I care less if I had any dealings with that freaking jerk off. You know, I'm not a, so what, his dog died? Everybody's dog dies, you know? So what? Get over it. Move on. You know, he freaking cries like everybody else. Him and Eric, you know who I feel sorry for? I feel sorry for, what's his name? The other guy that was good friend of Camper Van Kevin's. Felix. Yeah, Felix is the guy. I feel bad for him because he's got bad cancer, guys. He really does. I feel bad for the guy. I prayed for that guy. I have. I even told him I prayed for him. And he didn't respond back. I didn't see, I hate when people do that, you know? You know, like their life is on the line, you know? They could die. You know, who knows? He might not be around that long, you know? I don't know. Nobody knows when you're going to really die, right? A doctor could tell you're dying, you'll be dead in like 2 months. And you might make it 25 years. You might make it, who knows? You might make it one day. Nobody freaking knows, you know? God picks your time when you're going, and that's just the way it is. I know somebody thinks he's going to defy God decides when you're going to come and go, you know? You go through your kid, you know, kindergarten through whatever, and you're dying. As you get to high school, then you're getting much closer, you know, because you're getting close to 20 years of age, and it's only another couple 20 more, and life's over, you know? Yeah, you come in here, and it's just, life takes you real quick, man. It's just like, think about that. I mean, I never thought, I never thought I'd live to 62, you know? I'm here, and I feel good. I feel good at 62. I wake up every morning, and God's got me, well, like I said, every time I go to sleep, you never know if you're ever going to wake up again, you know? That's what it is. That's what it's like. When you get to this age, it's like you could die. You could die the next day, or you could die that day. You know, it's just whatever God decides for you, you know? That's just the way it is. But yeah, I wanted to come on here. I haven't done a video. I really felt like doing a video, but that's why I haven't done one. You know, if I don't feel like it, I just don't do it. But I felt like getting on here today. And then I guess the stream wasn't so good. I had the camera turned the wrong direction. I had to turn the camera, you know, flip the camera around, you know. Let's see, Davy has done. I've been dead on YouTube. That's funny. I've been dead like 5, 6 times. Oh, God, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny, man. I got no pulse. And I got put into an induced coma for like 2 months. There's no guarantee you're going to live out of that either, you know. I should have died through that, but I didn't. You know, here I am. I came back a little paralyzed, which I did, but I got to live this way, that's all. Life's a little challenge. Now it is. When I get into the house situation, it's going to be a much better for me. That's all I'm going to say. Let's see, the bikers, yeah, whatever. Yeah, they thought they had me. And then I had that pulmonary embolism that almost killed me too, you know. I almost died from that. And then COVID almost killed me. Then I got COVID like 3 times. The first time was really bad. Same as the second. So I got that stuff on COVID. Well, some people don't believe that COVID ever was, but I mean, everybody has their beliefs, right? I mean, I think whatever it was killing lots of people. And it killed one of my good friends. And it's a shame because he was a really, I I wrote some good music with that guy, you know? Wasn't sure what that was. But yeah, it's like, so yeah, I lost a good friend, and yeah, I was, you know, him and I were, shoot, he got me inspired to, you know, write music, you know? I wrote I wrote a lot of songs with the guy, you know? That was cool. We did really good writing songs when I was writing songs, you know? When I was hanging out at the guy's house, you know, we were really we were really messing. It was easy because we had the guitars hanging around and everything was hooked up, and had two guitar players there actually, plus myself. John, I say two Johns. One was spelled Jon, and the other one was John. You know, and the one John John, he died. He passed away. I think he's been gone for like 2 years now. Do you write lyrics? You know, I'm not really good with writing lyrics, but I basically just create the music, and then I you know, then I'll do lyrics later. But God, most of the songs I do, I don't really mess with the lyrics. You know, I have a couple times, but I'm basically just the guy that just writes. I write the rhythm. I'm a rhythm guy. You know, I'm not like a speedster kind of guy that, you know, I don't play like Eddie Van Halen. I mean, I can't. I could do it if I worked at it, but I really don't care to play like that, you know? As you get older, you're looking for more to do more mellow stuff, you know? Have you guys heard the new Van Halen, though? Eddie Van Halen did one last recording with Alex Van Halen. The song's called Unfinished. Check that song out. He does two lead things in that song. It's just instrumental, but it is one of the most incredible songs I've heard from Eddie Van Halen. That's all I'm going to say. You guys could be the judge on that, you know. Go in there and check it out. You know, it's called Unfinished. And I guess they did some other songs too that none of the stuff's been released. And he's going to slowly release this stuff out. You know, that's what he's going to do. Like I said, he's got a book out, you know. I did hear that you could tell he was a man. Oh yeah, he was masterful on that song. Don't you think? I thought that, to me, that's a mellow tune. That's a tune you could sit at the campfire with, you know, because it's like really mellow and laid back. I loved it, man. But then again, I'm a Van Halen fan. I like Wolfgang Van Halen too. Don't get me wrong, Wolfgang Van Halen could play any of that stuff, just like his dad did. He's that good. Did you hear Wolfgang Van Halen do Crazy Train? Did you hear him do the lead on that? And he was singing in that too. The guy from Tool was singing. I don't know if you checked that out. It was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio. So they were inducting Foreigner into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and then they had Wolfgang with a few others, you know, playing guitar. And guitar player, that's hard. That's a difficult. That's what I'm saying. He could play anything. He could play anything his dad did. Anything. Just as good. Plus the guy plays the drums professionally, and he plays the bass guitar. He's got it all, man. Plus he sings. See, they were going to do a project with Wolfgang, Alex, Wolfgang, Alex, and Eddie, and they were going to do a separate project from Van Halen. But Eddie died, so that didn't happen. But Wolfgang was gonna play bass and guitar in it, and he was also going to play some drums on it too. And then Alex was going to have Wolfgang, you know, do some external stuff for the song. I thought that was pretty cool, you know. Having Eddie as your dad kind of made it easy. Yeah, well, yeah. See, he played with his dad all the time, So he, as a little kid, imagine that. That's why he was playing professionally with Van Halen at the age of 15. Man, 15 years of age, he was playing. Somebody, I think, Straight Jacket said he didn't actually play on stage with Van Halen until he was 16. I don't know that. I have to check it out. I'll have to Google that and see what it says. Genetically, yeah, he's got Valerie Bertinelli, because she was a mother, and shoot, he could be an actor too if he wanted. He went to actor school, but he see, music is pure aesthetic. I mean, it's what's the word for it? The music helps him. You know what I'm saying? It's like it soothes his soul. Is what it does, really. Let's see, will you leave the country when Trump wins? We don't know Trump's going to win yet. We don't know that. I'm not leaving the country. No, I don't have to leave. Why do I need to leave? I mean, he says he's going to be a dictator. Do you think he's going to do that? Would he do it? I don't know. He ain't coming after me. I'm not an enemy. I'm just a little peon on the planet. You know what I mean? I doubt I don't know even if he might not win. What happens if he loses? Steve, what happens if he loses, man? What will happen? What do you think will happen to him? You know what? I don't think if he loses, I don't think they'll lock him up. I don't think they'll do. I think they'll just good job, just like. What happens if he doesn't do a good job? What happens then? What do we? The next election, who are they going to vote for? Will Trump get to run twice? Do you think he'll live that long? There's some question marks there. There's some serious question marks. Will Trump live? How long will Trump live for? See, there again, we're talking about dying. So we're all dying. But when you get to 78, close when you're hitting 80 years old, then you're really pushing it. Most men die in their 80s. If you make it in your 90s, you're lucky. That's what I'm saying. You're living on borrowed time when you get to that age. I mean, you could die any given second, But I don't know. I don't know if he wins. If he loses, I think our country's going to be fine. Country will be just fine. Maybe he'll declare himself. He could. He wants to be. He wants every American to bow to him. That's what he wants. I've heard him say it. See, I don't like that kind of government. I really don't. I don't like a dictatorship. I don't want no part of that. Well, what was Hitler? Hitler was a leader, wasn't he? Anything Hitler said went, right? They all listened to Hitler because you know what? If they didn't, what happened to them? What happens in Russia when they go after Putin? What happens to them? They die. Putin has everybody killed if they say anything against him personally. He's had him. Well, think about it. He had Navalny killed. He had Navalny's brother killed, and now he's going after Navalny's wife. They're trying to get her. So, I heard somebody. God, we got some freaking black clouds out, man. I'm not getting any him because you can't. I don't understand Chinese language, so you can't really hear. You look at him; he doesn't look like a bad guy. You know what I mean? To me, he doesn't, but he might be a bad guy, and I just don't know. Because I can't tell. But Kim Jong-un, he's a bad guy. Putin's a bad guy. Trump wants to be just like them. And now we're going to be tied in with Russia. And look how Russia is, That's why it'll be a peaceful. That's why there won't be any wars, because Trump's gonna be good friends, buddies with Mr. Putin. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. I guess we'll all find out soon enough. Georgia judge rejects. Georgia judge has rejected something. I couldn't really read it, but yeah. What do I got? I don't have much to eat in here because I'm not close to town, and I'm not anywhere near a grocery store. Sucks. I've got some rice. What do I got? I got rice in here. I got top ramen in here. I think I got a can of soup. I got 3 cans of chili beans or whatever, or chili. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot. The guy cleaned out my refrigerator. He threw a couple things I wanted to save, you know. He threw out Himalayan salt that I had. I had a big freaking thing of it. He freaking threw it out, so I don't know what the hell he did with it. Sucks that he got rid of that, because when I went through the stuff to kind of organize my fridge the way I like it to be, you know. I like to know. I don't like things in bags. He put it's okay that it's in a bag because it won't fly around, you know. That's the only good thing about that. But, you know, I like, a couple things of salt available. So when I'm cooking, I can, put the salt. Like I have to sit low. I'm not like perfectly situated to like cook with, in this RV. I'm just not. I would need a scooter. I'd have to sit up high, which I don't have, I don't have room in here to do stuff like that, That's why being in a house will be so much better. See, if Kamala Harris wins, yeah, there will be. And I ain't worried about that. Because I don't have to be, I've heard people talk about that. When I was in Quartzsite last time, not me. I got yanked over. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I got yanked over by a cop. Was it like half a week ago? And he's behind me, and I was driving, and I was coming up there, and he got out of his car real quick, and he came over to my driver's window, and he goes, "Hey, I want to see your ID and registration." And he acted like an asshole, right? Wish I could have filmed him, But yeah, he was a jerk. And he goes, "Give me your," so I give him all that stuff, and he goes, then he proceeds to tell me that, because I got to run you for warrants. And I go, "Well, good, run me for warrants." I was like, I can care less. I couldn't get out. He wanted me out of the vehicle, and I couldn't. I go, "Dude, I can't get out of the vehicle. I'm paralyzed. I can't walk. I can't stand up. There's no way I'm getting out of the vehicle." And he was upset about that. He didn't want to hear it, right? And I'm like, I go, "Hey, I got your ID. I got the registration. Do what you got to do. Whatever." So he goes back and, "Yeah, I ran your place. You got suspended plates." I go, "I got suspended plates. How could that be?" He goes, "You got suspended plates." He goes, "You better not go anywhere from here, because I'll have you for like," I know how to act. I was a hard ass. I go, he goes, "You're really a hard ass, aren't you?" I go, "That's not going to get you anywhere here." I go, "What do you mean? I'm not going to get, I'm not trying to, officer. I was just I'm pulling in here. I'm in this parking lot. You should have pulled over back there." I go, I couldn't. There was no place for me to pull. So I pulled in here. I pulled in the best place I could. You know why? Because he wanted to get that ticket on me. It's a big ticket, too. $1,500, $2,000 ticket. Suspended plates. I go, "Well, I'm a big criminal for that." Yeah, whatever. So it's like, he couldn't give me a ticket because I was in that private parking lot. He said, "Because you're in a private parking lot, I can't do anything with you." I go, "Yeah, you're giving me a hard time. Yeah, there's something you could do with me. You're doing it right now." I go, "Can I have my license back, please?" He's sitting there hanging on to my license, right? So he gives me my license registration back. And he goes, "Yeah, your plate's got 2 years left on them." I go, "Officer, I will call my insurance. I know I have insurance. This has to be a mistake on your part. That's all I'm going to say. I think you misread something, officer. That's what I told him, and I go, why don't you take a deep breath, man? I go, take it easy, man. You're stressing yourself out over nothing. And so I said, I know I got insurance. There's no way these plates could be suspended. That's what I told him. I go, something's wrong here. And I'll go to DMV tomorrow and I'll get it ironed out. So that's what I did. DMV looked, they said you don't have suspended plates. I go, what about the insurance? Your insurance is good. Because I called my insurance. I've never been out of it, having this vehicle insured. I can't run a risk like that. Everything's got to be, like 2, 3, 5 years out. I had 5-year plates when I got the tags for this thing. So anyway, the officer goes, okay, I'll be on my way. Then he took off real quick. And him and he had, 3 cop units sitting behind him, whatever. They got 3 cops. They got the whole town where I was. Sure. I go, what's your name? Speeding. I turned my signal on where I was turning into. I didn't do one freaking thing wrong. I'm at the DMV. I go, what do you? She gave me a copy off the vehicle. And you have to get another plate. And I'm like, thank God he didn't do that. Actually inside here, but it's got the paper, where it shows you got 2 years left, and it's got the handicap signal on it. They could have gave me a paper license and just put it over the license, and in other words, tape it on, and I'd been just fine, I feel pretty steady buffer. Mission is unstable due to weak network connection. Huh? I'm not connected to anything other than what I could pick up from the phone towers or whatever. But yeah, funny thing. Like, freaking hard-ass cop. Yeah, the cops are where I'm at in this town, man. They're freaking not nice. I'm like, what the hell? What? Flashing lights for what? I'm like doing like 35 miles an hour. I think the speed limit was 35. I mean, I was going exactly the speed limit. I used my turn signal correctly, and that's, for one, I knew the cop was right behind me, so I knew I was going to do that. I don't need a ticket for that, because actually, you know what he could have got me for? Well, he couldn't get me for that because he could have probably got me for a seatbelt. I didn't have the seatbelt on, but he didn't. I don't think he knew. I don't think they really. You think they'd check for that stuff? You know what I mean? Because they can make money on that, But he did. He probably tried to make a quota. That's why he yanked me over, Probably has a quota to make for the freaking small little town he's in, right? like, that's why I would have irritated him if I said that. I go, hey, officer, you pulling me over because you got to make your quota? Is that why you're yanking me over? All right, take care, Davy. You're not working good, At least I know why. Now I know I can't. There's no place to go in that little town, There's no place to hide. I thought that parking lot was good, but nah. Those cops are right on top of that crap, so can't do it. All right, guys, we're going to shut it down. Yeah, at least I know my plates aren't suspended, I'm good, so. Cops can't give me any more. Well, I can't say that. Cops could always give you a hard time, but I'm innocent here. I didn't do anything wrong. So I'm like, God, now I'm getting yanked. God, what? Ticket for what? Ticket for, I'm not speeding. I got no suspended plates. I got a driver's license. I got registration. What the hell? What is their beef, They just want you out of their town, because you're driving. You know what they don't like? That you're in an RV and you're living out of it. They don't like that. They do not like that at all. See, I don't have to tell them. That's none of their freaking business. You know, don't ever tell them you're living in it. Tell them you're living out of it. Word it correctly so they can't F with you. You know what I mean? That's Zach. I'm smarter than these cops. They're young too. They're like, God, that guy couldn't have been more than 30 years old, man, the cop that yanked me over. But man, was he a prick. When I used to see cops years and years ago, they used to look intimidating. They always look like they're like old, you know what I mean? Whatever old means, you know? I don't think old means anything anymore. It just means you're closer to death, you know what I mean? That's what it means. It means in the grave soon. Or I don't know how to put it. Or being cremated soon or whatever. Anyway, I gotta get out of here, guys. I gotta shut this down. This is not working good, you know. Hey, I'm just happy I came on and I kind of updated you guys what's going on in the Davy land, you know. But we're not dead, you know. Even though YouTube has me dead, I don't know. I think I've died. I can at least have a peanut butter sandwich, you know. So I don't know. Well, I got stuff to make spaghetti. I could always do that. I can make some mac noodles with spaghetti sauce. That sounds pretty good, actually. Yeah, problem with that is you need water. You got to use water to fill up a pan. I don't have enough water in here. I need to conserve that water for drinking. So very important to have drinking water. Okay, guys, I'm gonna close it out. Oh, now it's saying it's overheating. Hold on, we're shutting it down. Hey, you guys, take care. We'll catch you later, man. Out. Davy, man, is out. Okay, bye. Let's see here.